Is that your wife, sir? Jesus Christ. I'll tell you this. What was it, a train?
I know you gonna dig this.
Get funky with me.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Here I am in Los Angeles, California at Mount Sinai Memorial Park, right beside Forest Lawn, Hollywood Hills, just over to the right there. Get out of the sun a little bit. There we go. And so I can see. Oh, back. Just wanted to take a look at this mural. I've never seen it before. I may have. I think Cass Elliot. I've done videos here on Cass Elliot, Norman Fell, Mr. Roper, Bob Saget, a lot of celebrities here. I don't believe I've ever been into this exact area before. Look at that. Incredible. I'm going to take a look right here if this is where Cass Elliot is. This might be in the one over. It's right near the top here. Yeah, I guess she's in the other one right over. Been in the cemetery many, many times. Yeah, it's not far from where I stay here in Los Angeles. It's one of the more beautiful cemeteries I've ever been to, especially here in LA. Bonnie Franklin, One Day at a Time, did a video on her. Hillel Slovak from Red Hot Chili Peppers, he's here as well. Many others. And I visited the grave of Don Rickles, Mr. Warmth. I visited his grave a couple of times, but I've never filmed it. Just went out to take a look, and he's buried buried, just right over here a little bit. Mr. Warmth, that was the sarcastic name, because he had a biting sense of humor. He's one of the funniest men ever. He died April 6th, 2017 at his home here in LA. Century Estates, which is a gated community. Kidney failure, age 90. So he lived a long life. One of the most beloved, one of the most talented and quick-witted men. As a comedian, all comedians love him. I think all entertainers. I think everybody loves Don Rickles. It was an honor to be insulted by Don Rickles for celebrities, and that's what he was most known for. Of course, Casino. If you've seen the movie Casino, which is one of my favorite films, Scorsese film, he's incredible in that movie. So he had the acting chops too. We're gonna walk over and pay our respects to Don and his wife. Right, just down here a little bit, not too far. I'll tell you more about his life as well. Looks like there was a service here today at some point, and it was very loud, so I came back. And lots of groundskeepers doing their job, keeping the place beautiful. It's a tough job being a groundskeeper at a cemetery. Always very friendly. And my little, not tip or hint, is just when you see the guys working, or the people, ladies and gentlemen, working at the gates of a cemetery, in the office, or on the grounds, and give them a nice smile. Say hello. So they're doing work for all of us. And it's hard work too in the sun, especially out here. Don Rickles is from Jackson Heights, Queens in New York. He studied at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. Graduated in 1948. I know that he was unable to find work as an actor. So, he told jokes and did impressions at bingo parlors, church, and synagogue functions while being employed at various sales jobs. I think he's right down here on the left. I could be way off, but from this, I'm just going by memory. I think. So quiet in this area. My goodness. I think I could be way off, to be honest. Now that I'm here, could be the one over. We'll find out in a moment. So he moved to Los Angeles in 1953. He accepted small parts in television. Then he began performing stand-up. However, his routine, it was more funny, it seemed. The way he replied to audiences, to hecklers, his off-the-cuff remarks, more than just what he had planned out to say. That's what made him famous. He made fun of the audience. He just was so sharp and so quick-witted. Boom, 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 joke after joke at the audience. Things that were unplanned.
Good luck to you, though, Vern. I kid you. You know that. This is all in fun just to get to know you. Maybe come over to the house for dinner, huh?
You do that.
Don't. Good luck to you. I spoke to the people in Bethlehem. They expect you.
Of course, the famous story is that he mocked Frank Sinatra to his face at a 1957 performance in a nightclub, and Frank loved it. That takes a lot of chutzpah. I was going to say ball, but say chutzpah. It takes a lot of balls to make fun of Frank Sinatra, to his face. In 1959, he started performing regularly in Las Vegas. Then he started a film career. He was in Run Silent, Run Deep, The Rat Race. Then he became mega famous because he started being a regular on The Tonight Show. First thing he ever said to Johnny Carson, "Hello, dummy." So his career took to another stratosphere after that. He is right here, by the way. And other talk shows started booking him. Dean Martin Show. He has his own variety show. It only lasted one season, unfortunately. He made guest appearances on a bunch of sitcoms. I think he starred in 3. I know he had the Don Rickles Show, CPO Sharkey, Daddy Dearest. I mentioned Casino, Toy Story. And then Toy Story 4 was released 2 years after he died. It was 2019. And they used archival sound of his voice. Best known for his stand-up over his movies and TV career. Just known for being a talk show guest that would just make everybody, the audience and other panel members and the host, just go nuts for him and love it and want to be insulted by him.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say.
I know. Pull yourself there.
Clark
Alzheimer's.
Gable.
Alzheimer's. I can tell.
Gable.
The glasses are fogging up. I can tell it. Alzheimer's.
It's you're working with Clark
Why do you
Gable.
keep doing this all the time? You got a little box in your hand? What the hell's there? I think I'm working with a magic guy, for crying out loud. This is a good expression. Do that in a movie.
Yeah.
He had a couple of comedy albums, Hello Dummy, Don Rickles Speaks. He released a memoir called Rickles Book. And there's a documentary called Mr. Warmth, the Don Rickles Project. And he won an Emmy for it. And here he is, Donald J. Rickles, Don. May 8th, 1926 to April 6th, 2017. Beloved husband, dad, pop, that's adorable, brother-in-law and friend. The world was a brighter and better place because you were here. You will be remembered forever and ever with great love in our hearts. So very missed. Rest in peace. Buried next to his beloved wife, Barbara Rita Rickles. She, about 4 years, and she stayed in the same house. I know that. She stayed in the same house. And It reads, "Beloved wife, mother, Nana, and sister, we will always love you. You are one of a kind and we'll miss you forever. Rest in peace." Barbara Rita Rickles. And there's Don. Mr. Warmth. There's no name here on Rickles. I think there might be at some point, I would assume. They have a daughter who's still alive. Tragically, their son died in 2011 of pneumonia. Lawrence Corey Rickles Larry. Beloved son, brother, uncle, and nephew, our love for you will be forever. We will miss you always. Rest in peace. And no parent should outlive their child, and sadly they both did. And Eleanor Schuyler, beloved wife, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, always in our hearts, rest in peace. She is the mother of Barbara, and Barbara's father is buried in Pennsylvania. So this is the Rickles family plot. She mentioned that Don was also somewhat the king of the roasts back in those days, like the Dean Martin roast and all that. Don Rickles is on. If you don't follow Don Rickles, you can't. He's gonna bring the house down. I mean, he played on stereotypes. He's a little controversial, but nothing too dirty. He wasn't, like the roasts today are really, they're funny. Don't get me wrong, with Jeff Ross and all that. But my old roommate and I back in the day, we had all the DVDs of the Dean Martin roast, and they still hold up. They're just as funny. They're even funnier to me. Just seeing, like, well, not just what they're wearing. I was about to say what they're wearing, like with the tuxes and all that, but just the jokes, joke after joke. And there was some pretty racy jokes for the time, and pretty naughty innuendos and stuff. And Don Rickles was the best. He was the best. Rest in peace, Larry, Eleanor, Barbara, and Don Rickles. So we're finally here, and what a legend! What a legend! John Stamos, he loved Don Rickles. I don't know why I thought of that. I just thought of that. Remember that John Stamos really loved Don Rickles, and Jimmy Kimmel too. You watched a couple of clips of them, I believe, with Don Rickles on the Kimmel Show, and it was really funny. And yeah, Mount Sinai, man, beautiful, beautiful place. Come on out here if you're in Los Angeles. Use Find a Grave. And shout out to Silent Forgotten channel. That's Chris Peterson. I was about not to say his last name. He isn't mine. He contributes a lot to Find a Grave. He's about an hour from where I grew up in Toronto, and he's got a new channel called Silent Forgotten. Check it out. He's so knowledgeable, and I know his dream would be to come out here and just to visit all the cemeteries, all the stars he knows, and he's a wealth of information. Visit his channel, and he helps out with Find a Grave. Lots of times when you're trying to find a grave, Chris is the one that puts the pin down, so people easy just takes you right to it. And Don Rickles' grave, very easy to find here on Mount Sinai. Rest in peace to the whole Rickles family. Thank you all for watching. I love you all, and that is from here. All right, rest in peace, Don. Peace out.